Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Behind the Screens podcast, of course, brought to you by DSQ and myself, SirPigasus. This is episode 3. We had a very successful second episode with Danny Boy, so if you want to go and watch that, it is on the DSQ YouTube channel. But we've got someone who knows a lot about YouTube, about Twitch, all the socials. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the content creator. It is NotPPh0enix. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. It's glad to be here.
It's great having you here, and I'm just looking around. You are someone who's both on Twitch, both on YouTube. I know you've been on that streaming grind. I see you post sometimes in the DSQ Staff Hub, talking about new tips and tricks, new ways to up your views, new ways to push your content, and I have actually seen of it, and personally I am a bit of a fan. I watched your 5 champs versus 1 mechanical diamond actually the other day heading into this, and I mean, Rocket League at the moment is a really tough time to make content, I think a lot of people would say. And I do see that you have diverged a bit into also doing some Valorant stuff as well. I've seen that on your Twitch streams as well recently. What would you say the general climate is like at the moment as a content creator, especially someone who is just so involved with Rocket League?
I mean, I do a lot of Rocket League, so my whole community is really based around Rocket League. So trying to upload new videos, new content is quite hard because the game's not really going anywhere. So I'm trying to sort of expose myself to more Valorant and other games included. So I've done a bit of Minecraft as well, and sort of just trying to expose my audience a bit. And it is hard. Rocket League is a sort of slowly dying game, as they say. There's nothing really to add, but it's up and down at the moment, really, with it.
And you're actually someone who very consistently uploads, it looks like. From what I'm seeing, it looks like about once a week or every 2 weeks for the most part. These past couple of months, you have some periods as well where you're uploading quite a lot. And what is that period like where you've got to come up for that next video, especially in the time where it was a majority Rocket League, as to be fair, it still is now?
So I started doing more like full time, as they say. So it's once a week or every other week on a Saturday or Sunday, usually for a long content video. At the moment, I've got like my own sort of Discord server, so I have 3 or 4 video ideas. So I'm just trying to get as many people in as possible to get involved with them. But it's just trying to come up with the ideas, seeing what the algorithm is like, sort of what everyone else is sort of doing, and sort of playing by that sort of hand and say, actually, this is working, but this isn't working. So we'll focus more on this sort of side. And that's what I've really gone with. I've sort of dived more into YouTube live streams now as well. So in the probably about the last month or so, I've been sort of diving into with YouTube streams and stuff like that as well.
I'm interested. Is it multi-streaming or is it just YouTube streaming at the moment?
I mean, I do a little bit of both. So with the YouTube streams, it's short form content. So it's the 1080 by 1920 format. So it gets exposed to the shorts feed as well as like your normal feed as well. So I've done that for about a month now, as well as doing some Twitch streams. So when I'm streaming on Twitch, my normal schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I stream on YouTube as well. But then whenever I'm playing video games or anything like that, I can just stream on YouTube and it will just sort of build my audience up, as you could say.
And how long are these streams usually? Because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's already like really consistent and plenty of time to dedicate to streaming. And as someone who like even casts and knows they have to put aside time for things like this, I know how consuming that can be.
I mean, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams are usually around 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, maybe a bit less, just depending on the sort of the flow. I go with the flow sort of thing. And then when I'm just streaming casually, it's usually an hour and a half to about 2 hours again. I'm not really going over 2 hours usually because I just don't really have the time for it.
And what do you have a preference at the moment between the likes of more video-based content and live content, like streaming, like you would do on Twitch or YouTube?
The YouTube side of things, the streaming is much more. I think growing on YouTube with streams is much better than trying to grow off Twitch with streams, because it's much more. You can see a bigger audience. I get much more views quite consistently, and I'm gaining subscribers constantly. And it also counts towards my watch time hours. So to get partnered on YouTube, you have to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs to just be able to get monetized. So streaming on YouTube, it actually counts to it, even though if it's in short form content, it still helps. And so that's why I've sort of dived deep into that. And it seemed to improve. I think I've gained over 100 to 200 hours watch time just streaming
Wow.
randomly.
Wow, that's insane. It's good to see so much success coming towards you, and already with that much streaming, for me, that's a lot on its own. But also, you're making these longer form videos as well on your YouTube, like we said before, and that just seems so time consuming. What is the process like from having that idea into your head to making that YouTube video and then having it released?
So I usually have the idea. So this series I've just uploaded a video like today. So it's a rank versus the rank you think you deserve. So I
Mm,
get the players, which usually takes about a week, maybe a bit quicker, maybe a bit less, depending on my
mm,
application process and all that lot. And then trying to find a recording date usually takes about a week as well. And then editing, it can take. So this video took about 3, 4 hours. So it was quite quick. But some
mm.
videos can take up to about 8 to 10 hours editing by myself. So
Wow.
it's about 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most.
Oh, so you're solo editing everything as well for your YouTube videos. Is that
Yeah.
something that you had to just learn on your own? Do you have a background in general media?
I mean, not really. I sort of taught myself how to do it. So
Nice.
to be honest, all my graphics, everything like that, I've self-taught completely. So some of the thumbnails aren't the best that I'm looking for, but they do the job and I'm happy with them and I don't pay anyone, so there's a hand in my pocket with that as well.
Yeah. Is that something you're looking to expand upon, say further down the line? Would you ever hire the likes of a thumbnail maker or an editor, these kind of things, or do you prefer to keep to your own? Because I mean, at the moment, I still think it's all really good. I mean, you were dissing your thumbnails here, but I think they look great. Honestly, as someone who has tried to open up a Photoshop file, ladies and gentlemen, if you check the SirPigasus Twitter, that is all my graphics. They are all poor. I know how difficult it is, so trust me. You're definitely doing a lot better there than I am.
I mean, I'm thought about trying to get an editor because my
Mm,
edit time's quite long. It's what, 10 hours. And my edits, I know they seem good, but they're nowhere near the expectations where I have and where I want it to be. Like it's usually just snipping some clips together, adding a little bit of effects here and there, adding a little bit of overlays, green screen bits, and then just going on to, I think it's Eclipse, another affiliate I'm affiliated with, which does all the
mm.
like text overs. So it's all AI based text
Oh
overs.
wow.
So I just use that because it's just so much quicker than typing every single word out. So even though it looks really good, it's nothing compared to other YouTubers. So maybe in the future.
Hey, look, no one has like a gazillion dollars like Mr. Beast. Okay, I still think the content's great. Like I said, I enjoyed that Chance versus Mechanical Diamond one, and I felt like it's a good idea as well. It's very in the community focus. I mean, especially us, we've been a bit on the competitive side as well with RSC and ERS. I think we could probably agree on some names that definitely fill in that kind of factor, but I think we'll
Yeah.
keep that one off camera. But
Yeah.
I'm interested what the motivation is in it for you. What part of content creating do you really enjoy?
I mean, the 4,000 hours watch time is my biggest goal right now.
Mm,
And it's a goal that I've had for a while, which I haven't really spoke about until quite recently because this is
mm,
sort of the time where I'm wanting to like explode, essentially, you could say, with it.
yeah.
So I've sort of announced to the community that when I do hit this 4,000 hours watch time, I'm gonna sit here on my computer on a live stream and say the word Rocket League 10,000 times until
Oh my goodness!
yeah, so if we hit the 4,000 hours watch time, I'm doing the 10,000 sayings of Rocket League. So honestly, that's sort of my motivation, you could say, with it.
Oh my goodness! Maybe you are Mr. Beast. I mean, this is how he started.
Maybe in the
Just
future.
counting to 100,000, those kind of things. Look, this is your time. You can be the Mr. Beast of the Rocket League scene, easy. I
God,
will. I'm gonna tweet about that later. So please do remind me because that
at
is
me.
incredible. That is incredible. I absolutely love that idea. Of course, your socials will probably be linked somewhere underneath this video. Please check out Phoenix. I mean, if that wasn't enough to convince you, I don't know what else in this podcast will. But that is amazing. I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that
It
when
will
that comes
happen.
out. It will
I think
happen.
it's gonna
I'm
be
fully
everywhere.
confident.
I'm gonna put it on YouTube, put it on Twitch, put it on TikTok, even on Discord. I may even stream on
Oh
Discord.
my!
I'll put it everywhere.
No, you have to. You can't let all that effort go to
Mm.
waste. That is insane. But I heard you actually mention TikTok, and TikTok is a platform which I just don't seem to understand as someone trying to post on it, not as
Mm.
someone viewing it. Because I mean, I really do not want to check my YouTube watch time because it is a lot spent on TikTok. But what is
Mm.
the strategy for you here? Are you typically like catching clips from your videos, from your streams? Is it making things individually? What are TikTok shorts, TikTok clips, and I guess YouTube shorts as well for you?
I mean, I've stopped. I used to do quite a lot of YouTube Shorts, and I've deleted all
Mm.
of them, and I'm gonna restart on them because I used to do like React videos, like Would You Rather
Oh yeah.
stuff like that, and that usually got about. I think I was just sat around 200 subs at the point where I started doing them, and I sort of averaged about 10 to 15,000 views per shorts. And after that, I sort of gained about 3 to about 500 subs off of that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I deleted all of them because, to be honest, I'm not shorts wise to get partners. You need 10 million, so I'm not going to get that in. Yeah, so I'm not going to get that in a while. I'm nowhere near Mr. Beast level, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But with TikTok, I've sort of rejected it in a way at the moment. So
Mm,
recently, I've just been posting random clips from streams, and so that sort of gist. So I just clip it in stream, and
mm.
then I just upload it because Twitch now have like a plugin on Twitch where you can just edit it on Twitch, and it gets automatically uploaded to TikTok for if you
Oh
only connect it.
wow.
Yeah, so I've been doing that a few
That's awesome.
times. Yeah, so I've been doing that a few times, and I mean, I don't really gain many followers. I think I'm about 1.5K on it, and I've had it over a year now. I mean, my highest viewed video is I think 3.2K, and it was it
Mm,
had like two comments and about 200 likes or some random stuff like that. But it's with TikTok, it's just consistency. So with Rocket League, I see a lot
yeah.
of creators kind of exploding from it. And the way you got to do it is you got to post like 3 or 4 clips at a time in one clip, but they can't just be your normal flip reset goal. They have to be like
Yeah.
portal edits or this, that, and the other.
Yes.
And I just don't have the time for make like a 15-second clip that's going to get 3,000 views and 2 followers. It just seems pointless.
Oh yeah. No, I I know what you're talking about, the portal edits though. There's this one editor on TikTok who's absolutely crazy. I can't
Mm,
remember his name. I think it's like LidyPie or something like that. Who does a bunch of those edits. It's
mm.
absolutely insane. But you're clearly well researched. I mean, everything you always have like an extra explanation for it. Like it's consistency. It's 3 or 4 videos a day. It's things you've seen other people do, and I'm just curious if this is deliberate research. A lot of this that you've gone out of your way and done, or if these are things you've naturally caught or been told from other people. Because obviously you are well researched and you're very successful as a result of that and still growing. But where does that come from?
I mean, YouTube size of it, it's from looking at other creators completely.
Mm,
It's doing my own research, right? SEO, so Videolytics, I think it's called. Looking at all of that, seeing
mm,
where it's sort of exposure, what tags are better than the other tags, stuff like that.
mm.
But with TikTok, I just look at my For You page and I see this person upload 3 videos a day, and it's like, right, okay, this guy's on 2,000 followers and he's uploaded 3 videos today and he's got 3,000 views already on this video, 4,000 views on this video, and 200 on this one, which is all
Mm,
right. But trying to post consistency is just so difficult
yeah.
because every clip, like most of my clips at the moment, are the same. I've hit GC3 now in Rocket League, but
Oh,
yeah, so I was GC1 last season and now GC3, so I've climbed about 200 MMR in one season so far. Yeah.
I
So
need that coaching plan. Oh my goodness, please,
I'm,
please.
I mean, just message me. I do free coaching. So
Ooh,
I mean,
I might.
TikTok wise, it's just you got to stay consistent, but you can't stay
Mm,
consistent for like a week. You got to stay
mm,
consistently like forever. Like TikTok lives, you got to be consistent with them as well. And I just TikTok isn't where I know it's where it is, but it's not where I want to be. I don't want to be like a
mm.
TikToker. I'd rather go onto YouTube and the Twitch instead of being like 10 like 100k on TikTok and like 1 or 2k on YouTube and Twitch. Just doesn't
Yeah.
really sort of help me.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that before, that TikTok followers really aren't the same as followers on any other social. I mean, it's so easy to quick follow, but who actually checks out their following page and things like this? So I definitely understand that with TikTok, and it sounds like you have to really like sell your soul, dedicate your life to get consistent at it and start
Yeah,
growing. And you're a very busy person. I mean, you've got all these streams going, you got these videos coming out, you will post the shorts as well. You're just
yeah,
completely on that grind, and that involves other people as well. A
yeah.
lot of your YouTube content is with your community. You were talking about before having that application process, and just how much more difficult does that make that, do you think, having to factor in all these other people, or does it make it easier?
Um, it honestly depends because some of the
Mm,
videos. So one video, I'm going to do a little sneak peek. One of my videos is going to be a Diamond versus SSL. So I'm trying to get like 5 or 6 Diamond players, and
mm,
I just can't find many at all. So it's trying to get the amount of like ranks. So maybe I think I needed some golds at some point, but it took
oh,
like a week or two just to find a single gold player. And they didn't have a microphone, so it's like, right, okay, we'll just do it without a microphone. It's going to be all right, and it worked out completely fine. But it's just trying to find like some of the ranks are really easy to find. So I find for
mm,
some reason GC is the
yeah,
most popular rank ever. For some reason, there's so many GC players I know. There's no like I
yeah,
know like 1 or 2 gold players, maybe a 1 plat player, 3 diamond players, a few
mm.
champs, and then I know like loads of GC players, and I know about 6 or 7 SSL players. But there's no diamonds, and I don't really know many silvers or bronze. It's just GCs.
You know how every season on Reddit, Rocket League posts out the little rank distribution
Oh
graphic, and you're just like, where are all these players? I need them for my videos. I'm not finding them. They need to point me in that
yeah,
direction. But it reminds me whenever you look in a YouTube comment section and they always expect so much, they're always so high ranks. But I guess that's the type of people that actually consume Rocket League content. Because I guess when you are silver, when you're gold, when you're platinum, you're not as likely to get involved with, the esports and look at the YouTube content. And for you, of course, being involved in community leagues like the likes of the RSC and ERS as well, which is basically champ and hire everyone
yeah.
there. And by the way, if you are interested in RSC and ERS, our first episode were with the admins of the two leagues, Archeon and Mutzchuck. That was a great episode, so please do go back to that first one after you've watched this one, of course, if you're interested. But yeah, I can understand why it'd be so difficult to find those lower ranks, and probably a little bit frustrating at times. But at the end of it, you go through all the work and you make excellent videos, so fair play to you yet again.
I mean, there's one. I had one. I think it was plat player. He commented on my video, and he'll probably maybe watch this. I don't know. But he commented on my video. It's like these GC players are terrible. I'm plat, and I can destroy him. And I'm like, I would love to. It's the test, and I tried messaging him constantly on YouTube, but then he just went quiet on me, and I'm like,
Oh no!
yeah. I was like,
No!
we could have put that to the test.
Come on! I mean,
Yeah.
your last video was Rocket League players versus the rank they think they deserve. Maybe he watched that and he got a bit scared. Maybe he saw the results of some of those games and wasn't having it anymore. But listen,
Mm.
Mr. Platinum Player, if you are watching
I
the
mean,
podcast, please get in contact with Felix. Get in contact with DSQ. We'll link you to him as well. It doesn't matter. We gotta make this happen. There is a bounty on this random platinum player's head. We will track him. I will find him. I will find him.
one day.
Hopefully. We'll pray. We'll pray.
Probably delete his message now. He's probably retracted and
Oh,
goes,
oh,
no, I don't want to be
he might
involved
have.
no more.
We got the Wayback Machine. We've got the Wayback Machine. I will always
Probably.
find a way to get to him, of course. Um, with your next steps, of course, you're wanting to get the watch time required to get yourself that partnership on YouTube. Is it called partnership? Sorry, let me just double check. Is
I think it's partnership. I can find the
Yeah,
actual
okay.
name for it. I think it's like Mind something. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's
I'm wondering what does that consist of? Do you get a check or
so the
something
first
like
one
that?
is 3,000. So you need 3,000 watch hours
Mm.
and 500 subs, which gets you like the join. You know, the like joining a channel, which you pay like
Oh,
5.
memberships. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's at 300, well, 3,000 what's the name watch hours, and then when you hit 4,000, that's where you get the ads. So you make
Oh yeah.
kind of make loads of money off the ads, and that's where and short feeds as well. So you get quite a lot of money off shorts. So I will be sort of diving myself into shorts when I hit this milestone, but
Yeah.
that's to be waited on for now.
So you've almost got yourself a little assembly line of things that you could do and different goals to try and reach. And of course, we're all supporting and hope that you do reach them. And I know on Twitch, of course, there's the affiliate, there's the followers, there's the follower plus feature. Where are you sitting at the moment with that? And would that be an aim for you in the future?
I mean, right now my community is probably younger than me, so I'm only 18 years old. So
Mm.
majority of my community, I think's from 13 to 18. So
Oh wow. Yeah.
trying to hit this affiliate plus is pretty much out of my reach because
Mm.
to hit affiliate plus, you need to have, I think it's 75 subscribers on Twitch, and each sub is £5 or something.
Oh
So
yes.
you need 75 like 3 months straight, and I'm on like 5 or something right now.
Mm.
So me trying to make money and trying to hit affiliate plus on Twitch would be a great goal to hit, but at the
Mm.
moment, with my average of I think 15 right now, I'm averaging with majority of my viewers who are 13 to 18, it's
Mm.
unlikely going to happen. Which I'm not too fussed about. They're an amazing community, and the streams you have are always a blast. So I'm happy where I am with that. To be honest, just average going up slowly, which is all I care about really.
And I'm interested, what is it like having a demographic that you would say is on average younger than you, like you were saying, from the ages of 13 to 18?
I mean, I've streamed since I was 13 years old, so I've streamed for quite a
Mm.
while. I mean, I've only started using my camera in the last probably year, maybe 2 at most. So it sort of exposed myself in that behalf. But having a group that's younger than you has its benefits, but also has the negatives as well. I've had a few members join and they're a bit cocky and a bit
Yeah.
and like the sort of teenagers, sort of like, "Hey, I'm so good at this," blah 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 blah. And obviously, you just got to ban them and just go, "Yeah, whatever." But they're really nice, and to be honest,
Mm.
most of them are all younger than me. I think only about 5 to 10 people are actually older than me, maybe even more. I don't really
Oh,
check.
wow.
But them being younger than me doesn't really bother me at all. I mean, they all play Rocket League, they all have a good
Mm.
time. They're nice, they're not toxic, they're not this, they're not that. So honestly, it doesn't really bother me. Like if they were 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, it don't really bother me. It's a community
Mm.
nevertheless, and that's all I really care about.
Does that have any impact on your strategy and how you present your content or present yourself in your videos or your stream content?
I mean, TikTok, I think my demographic wise, it's I think 80% male, I think it is.
Mm.
So it's quite male dominant right now, which is this is
Mm.
neither a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing, I guess. But trying to present myself, it's just trying to build my audience so I can have a more of a widespread of people. So I think TikTok it's about 80% male, 20% female, but it's around 13 to 25. So it's quite a little bit
Ooh.
bigger on TikTok, which is always nice because
Yeah.
it's how it is, and you can go live streaming. It's quite easy, but on Twitch and YouTube, Twitch I think is quite male dominant again, and it's quite young people as well. And yeah, you get a lot of young people, you get a few old people here and there, but I don't seem to grow on the older side of things because I'm quite young myself.
Mm.
So trying to grow in the sort of 20 plus age range, it's wanting something I'm wanting to do, but it's something that it's quite hard because trying to reach
Mm.
that sort of audience is harder for me because I've been in an audience where they're quite younger than me. So
Yeah.
it's trying to get both scales of it a bit. And YouTube, it's quite male dominant again, which is neither a good thing or a bad thing. I've had a video that was 100% male based with, I think,
100%.
100% male based with 1K views, and it was like,
Oh my
blimey now.
gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I don't know. Like, it could be
Yeah.
a good thing. It could not be. Like, do
Mm.
females not want to watch me or something? But like, honestly, it's just. I mean, it doesn't like the comments and stuff like that. It is what it is, really. And
Mm.
I want to grow my audience to anything. I want it to be family included in that sort of range. It's family friendly. Okay, I could say the S word and F word here and there, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
much more. It's much more like open to anyone. I'd rather have it more open to anyone, so then I can sort of build my audience in any degree scale, sort of thing.
Mm.
But it's just trying to reach different age groups is much harder because all my age group is younger than me. So when like a 30-year-old comes in my chat and there's about like 10, 15-year-olds talking, it's a
Mm.
bit weird, if you could say.
Oh gosh, that does sound like it would be a struggle at times, and I know that Rocket League especially, it's just one of those games that I feel like has such an age range. I mean, I see it so much in the community. There was a time where I was being coached by a 14-year-old, shout out Halo, who is just a much better player than I am, but at that point it really doesn't matter anymore. When you're in the same community, you're playing the same video game, and at the end of the day, score more goals than the other team. Everyone's got that same focus.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but you're someone that I can imagine has grown up watching YouTube like I am. You're part of that generation. You're not someone who's had to pioneer it, let's say, and make YouTube, Twitch streaming this big thing. So I'm just wondering, who were those people you watch? Who were those people that inspired you to try and take this on?
Oh god. I mean, I had a YouTube channel ages and ages ago. I think when I was
Mm,
not even 13, I think it was like 10 or something. And it was just random Minecraft videos here and there, and I deleted it
yes.
completely because I had about 1,000 subs or something on the time, but I was getting about 200 dislikes of some random stuff
Oh no.
because some random guy in my school found it and he just made a bunch of
Oh.
different accounts and deleted it. But like I've sort of less exposed myself to schooling, that sort of stuff. But
Mm,
I mean, I really don't know. I mean, there's creators out there that like amaze me and like, Seabound and that. That's what the sort of content I want to go along is like
mm,
Seabound and that sort of challenging videos and getting involved with the community and stuff like that. But I don't really remember how I got into Twitch and that. I was 13 years old at the time. I think first game I ever streamed was F1 2019, maybe
oh
2018. I can't. Yeah, I streamed F1 for quite a while, and then I got into Fortnite and did all custom Fortnites and all that.
yes.
All that rubbish when that game was when that game was popular and I
But it was
played
good.
it. Well, I don't play it no more. Don't worry. I have thought about downloading it. I have thought about it, but I haven't tempted myself yet to downloading it. But I don't think I will. But honestly, it's random creators I see on TikTok videos that go, "Oh wow, these guys are great. I wish I could be like them." And then random YouTube videos like, "Oh, this is a really good YouTube video. Oh, I want to do more content like this." But it's just trying to be unique at the same time.
Yeah.
It's trying to stand out, but also fit in the sense of you want to stand out from other people, but you want to fit in with the Rocket League community or that community, which is the hard part. And to be honest, I don't remember why I started. It sort of just
Mm.
happened. I think it's probably lockdown. I got really bored
Oh, of
during lockdown
course.
and school because I think it was year 8 or year 9 or something like that. And the teachers didn't really care about schooling, so they just went, "Yeah, just do this piece of work and be fine." So I sort of get myself occupied by just streaming. I wasn't taking it too seriously. I think I averaged like 1, 2 viewers, and I think one of them was myself at the time, and the other person was probably the person I was playing with.
Mm.
So I really wasn't really taking it seriously. And then as soon as sort of hit affiliate from me watching myself, another account watching myself, and my friend watching myself, sort of thing. Um, yeah, I know that's a really bad way to
Hey,
get affiliate.
nah, that's
Don't
all
don't
good.
don't
Game's
don't
a
follow my
game.
foot. Don't follow my footsteps with that.
Don't
But
follow his footsteps.
after I hit it, I think I stopped playing F1 2019. and I started playing Fortnite, and turns out at the time I was quite good at it. I think I made about 200-300 quid off the game, and I've entered a bunch of tournaments. Yeah, I've won quite a lot of money, did some coaching here and there, and sort of from that, I sort of not blew up, but sort of got into it more and more. And then TikTok came a thing, and loads of people doing TikTok, and I thought, I'll just join everyone. So I just post
Yeah.
a video here, post a video there. And I mean, I have an account that's 1.9k on TikTok,
Ooh.
but it was my old account, so my original account, but I stopped using it because it was just it was very much follow for follow based. I think
Yes.
I think I was following about 1.9k and 1.9k followers, and a video I posted had 40,000 views, which is just me giving a face reveal, which was very unusual at the time, you could say. But it sort of just clickbaited it, and I was like, don't really want this. So I deleted all the videos, made a new fresh account, and I've had the account for just probably about a year now, and it's about 1.5 now, which is, I mean, it's all right. It's nothing explosive, you could say.
I like that. That felt like there was just always something there that was bringing you to content. And you mentioned that you had that old YouTube channel. Unfortunately, the school found out and things like that. Are there any stories that you'd like to share with that?
I mean,
As someone
the
young
name of
with
it.
content.
I mean, the name of it was the dodgy part already. It was called "Play It a Game," so it was quite dodgy already,
Oh,
and
fine, that's
and
fine.
and the videos were really dodgy because I had a really squeaky voice. Didn't hit puberty,
Ah,
wasn't a deep voice at all, and the microphone. I think I've still got the microphone. It's a microphone where you can just completely take it apart and you can see other wires. It's probably like
oh my
from Amazon.
gosh.
Yeah, I could probably get out in a second. It wasn't really that very good, but it did the job perfectly. I mean, I gained some subs and had a bit of fun at that time.
Hey, look, my webcam. I was actually messaging someone on Twitter the other day. He was asking for recommendations. It's a random Orky webcam I got off Temu for like a tenner, and that has been doing me for my entire casting career now. Before that, I was just using the laptop camera, so there was always those beginnings where you were using the some dodgy hardware to
I
help things
mean,
go. Of course.
I still am, to be honest. My webcam right now is a 20 quid webcam off Amazon, and
Yes.
you can slightly see this sort of thing here. That's another webcam right there, the exact same webcam right there.
Ooh.
There you go. You can see it right there.
Oh yeah.
So
I
I've
can see
got
it
one
just
up on
hanging
my
up.
bed. Yeah, so I got two of the exact same two of the same webcams, and then I recently won a giveaway to win this Shure microphone as well. So it's a don't think I bought this out of my own budget because it's way too expensive and not as good as it seems, to be honest.
Oh, I mean, the microphone is absolutely great. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I bought my own
I can't hear you now.
device.
You muted now. I can't hear you. Yeah, we lost you. Mayday, mayday. He's broken it.
Did we lose a Pegasus?
Yeah,
Hello? Do we have
there
a
we go.
Pegasus?
We're,
Do we
we're
have a
back.
Pegasus? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That can get cut out. What was I on? What was I saying before I died?
It was something about microphones. You had a quadcast and then it just died.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was turning something around, but I accidentally touched a wire. So I was saying that don't worry, my microphones weren't bought myself either. This is a
Yeah.
snowball. This is a snowball that my auntie got me way back in the day. They say it's a really good starter microphone. I say it would be unless you're doing casting, because anytime I got a little bit too loud, it would just completely cut out. Just completely cut out, and that's quite a
Yeah.
big part of a job. But my current one now, as you said, it is of course the Quadcast, kind of an iconic one. I feel like everyone's got one nowadays.
Yeah.
This was actually gifted to me by an organization I worked with. Shout out for Last Resort for hooking me up with a microphone. I finally got to retire that other one, although it did serve me well. But it shows that look, you don't need the best software to be able to do something. You just have to have some really nice people in your life or get lucky.
I mean, yeah, I won this. I won this. I think it's just Shure MV7X is the one I'm using. I think it's like
Oh,
130, 140 quid, something like that. Maybe even more, maybe less. I don't know.
that's nice.
But
That's
I would probably
nice.
never have brought it out of my own pocket. And to be honest, the quality of it seems amazing, but it's because I'm using so many different filters, using
Mm,
SteelSeries Sonar. I've got a bloody whatever you call them, little audio XLR things as well.
yeah.
And to be honest, for the price of it, I would never have bought it. I mean, I would probably just go for a Wavelink or a Quadcast, and they're just as
Mm,
good. But I mean, the
yeah.
microphone I used to use, 30 quid off Amazon, did the job. Honestly, you don't need a good microphone at all. You can just use filters, and if you know what you're doing with filters, you
Yeah.
can have a SteelSeries Sonar and filters, and you got a good microphone.
Mm.
You don't need to spend 50 quid or more on a microphone to get good quality out of it.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm using Voice Meter. Honestly, it has no edited settings on it. I haven't been able to really get to grips with it yet, but also I'm using NVIDIA Broadcasts, which I'd also say if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, I was recommended NVIDIA Broadcast by someone, and you literally can just slap on filters. It's not very manual, but I've heard a lot about Sonar as well. So advice to any people out there. I know that actually quite a few of our RSC streamers use Sonar as well. I think Morph does. So if anyone knows Morph, maybe hit him a DM and ask him for help. He's a lovely person. I'm sure he'll be able to do so. Uh, but we spoke about how much time really goes into content creating. It can be a big process, and of course that varies from the video. It varies from the content that you're doing as well. But I'm wondering that outside of this content space, this online space, is there things you're doing outside? Are you still going to school? Are you looking for jobs, or are you all in at the moment?
So I've just finished my A levels. So I just got my results on Thursday. So I got into my university. So right now I'm in summer.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to go to university now, which is in about midway through September. So
Mm,
right now I can sort of have more hands on deck sort of thing, sort of do as much as I want. That's why I'm streaming quite a lot on YouTube randomly
yeah.
because I have so much free time. But when I was doing my A levels, I sort of cut back on the streams, cut back on the YouTube. So that's when I was doing one video every other week, and I've sort of kept to that
Mm,
now, and I'm doing every other week. And I think I'm going to stay with that for now because when I go to university, it's going to be quite. I don't really know what it's going to be like,
mm,
so I'm going to have to wait on that. And I mean, apart from my school, I didn't really do much. I used to play a lot of sports, but I haven't done sports in 4 years because I've been injured. So I'm waiting on operation at the moment as well. So I got that beginning of October. So lot to come. I mean,
yeah.
if I got really big on YouTube, I probably wouldn't step away, but I would sort of less focus my time onto Twitch and do more YouTube because I
Mm,
think YouTube has much a bigger audience and it's much easier to grow on YouTube. And I think Twitch is just so small and it's hard to grow as a small streamer. I mean, custom tournaments on Rocket League is how I got to where I am right now, really. I think I was averaging about 3 to 5 viewers, like playing ranked and playing with random people and stuff. But I've done customs and I've gone from averaging 3 to 5 to averaging 15. I think the first few weeks of doing it, I think I gained about 100 followers, maybe 200 followers roughly every month from just
mm.
streaming custom tournaments. And I mean, it's the way to go with it. And I mean, don't do it because I'm doing it. But
I've heard actually a lot of good things about YouTube. I know the likes of Rocket Sledge basically
yeah,
completely abandoned Twitch, and now he only ever streams on YouTube. And I've got an insider that says that that was deliberate, and says that that is something he truly believes in. So yeah, YouTube looking to be a really good growing space at the moment for streaming, from what I'm hearing from other people, and it's
I
something
mean,
that I'm definitely going to try.
it's better for the money side as well. Honestly, it's not all about the
Oh
money.
wow.
But YouTube, you get paid from the ads, and it's quite a bit more. And Twitch is paid from people paying you. So I think ads wise, so I've streamed for 4 years, been affiliate for about three. I think I made from ads probably about 20 quid at most from
Mm,
ads. And I think most of the money I made off YouTube, off Twitch is just from people paying me. And because my
yeah.
audience is quite young, it's don't really earn much money from it. So I've earned probably about 300-400 quid now off sponsorship deals. And
Mm,
that's really much it. I don't really so much to learn about it, but it's not much. You think it's quite a lot, but it's not much at all.
Mm.
There's YouTubers same sort of size as me, already partnered in whatever it's called, milestoned, but they're earning per stream quite a bit, and it's per video it's quite a bit, but it's consistent. Whereas Twitch it depends on the day. I mean, one stream I
Yeah.
had, I think I made over 100 quid from one stream. It's 2 hours because one of my friends was not one of my friends of friends just donates bunch to everyone. It's like the Mr. Beast of bloody Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, he did it to me, and I was gifted 100 subs, and I made over 100 quid from it. But that doesn't come around often. It doesn't really come around at all. And YouTube, I see a lot more people going full time on YouTube than full time on Twitch because YouTube is such more consistency. And I mean, you can still stream on YouTube at the same time as making the videos and stuff like that. And I mean, the exposure is just there. There's no exposure on
Yeah.
Twitch at all.
That's definitely something I'm gonna have to try, and I do just want to say, thank you for your openness as well. I mean, I don't think that's many things much people would say so publicly, and I think that's gonna really help a lot of people trying to, assess if this is something they can and want to do as well, getting a realistic idea of what they should come to, in quotation marks, expect and that kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I do like to hear that, and also congratulations on your A-level results and getting into
Thank you.
university. I
Thank you.
also got mine same time as you, and
Hey.
just for some personal curiosity, what were the subjects you took?
I did maths, PE, and psychology.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a wild combination, I must say.
Yeah.
That was a wild combination. Me, it was maths, and more maths. I was doing maths, further maths, and physics, and now I'm going to the University of Lancaster to go study maths. What's the
Wow.
future like looking for
That's a
you?
shock. Um, so I was trying to I want to join the police. So I've tried joining the
Oh
police a few
wow.
times, but it just can't get into it. It's quite hard. So I'm
Mm,
going to Oxford Brookes, doing sport and exercise science, and then I'll join that
mm,
after. So that's what my aim is. And I mean, if I do join the police in the future, I can still do YouTube because I can just do it in my free time. But trying to do
yeah.
Twitch streams is going to be so much harder because it's going to be there and then. It's just going to be exhausting. Whereas I can pay someone to do my editing and pay
Yes.
someone to do the thumbnails, and I can sort of just do the recordings and then give it to them, sort of thing. So that's sort of the aim in like long term. But I haven't sort of
Mm.
got to that yet. I've just got accepted to university.
Congratulations, like I said. And I'm
You
wondering,
too as well.
thank you. And I'm wondering what are those feelings heading into university towards your online presence? Because I know that it's something that I personally recently have spent a lot of time thinking about.
I mean, I'm not really too fussed about it. I mean, I'll
Mm.
try. With streaming wise, I do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But when I go to
Hmm.
university, I may change it. I may just do Monday, Friday, Sunday, or something like that. Or I may do in the evening streams or morning streams. I don't know yet because I have no clue what the timetable is going to be like. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's going to be like at all. So I've never been. So it's all going to be new to me. So I'm going to have to sort of jig it around a bit and see where fits all, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hope I have some very nice people in my dorm whilst I'm shouting at Rocket League car football. So,
Yeah.
I really am gonna have to see how that one unfolds, and I'm wondering how that future in your content will apply for the likes of Rocket League, and what does Rocket League need, do you think, to stop it being this slowly dying content space, as you were mentioning before?
I mean, it just needs something new to the game
Mm.
because I mean, right now it's new season, new battle pass. That's it. I mean, they're focusing more
Mm.
on bloody Fortnite right now. And I mean, the game's been out probably less than Rocket League, but the game's Rocket League. I don't know if Rocket League is bigger, but there's still quite a lot of people in Rocket, but it just seems so dry, so dead. But like
Mm.
with university, I'm going to be joining the uni team, so I can try and
Yes.
make content on that side as well. So I could try and make some scrim videos or this, that, and the other, or do some coaching videos. But I don't know what they need. I mean, getting rid of trading was probably the worst decision they've ever made.
Oh, God, don't get me started. Oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
I think since they're getting rid of trading, I think the game's gone downhill completely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just there's just nothing new. Like Fortnite,
Mm.
there's updates every single week, but Rocket League, there's just an update here, patch notes here, and they don't really tell us anything. Like, hey, yeah, we got black screens. Anyone's going to fix that? No, they're just sort
No.
of getting rid of, not listening to the community at all. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna do extra modes, why not give some new game modes? Make some new game modes
Yeah.
up. Make Heat Seeker ranked gaming. I mean, I would play that. I mean, I would make a bloody
Yes.
series on that, trying to get to SSN in it. I mean, something new in the sense of new game mode. Maybe I don't know. I don't know, but like something new because the game
Yeah.
is slowly dying, and Rocket League, well, Epic Games, are sort of been abandoning it. And I mean, I don't know if this is true, but I remember them getting rid of cutting half their bloody team on Epic
Yeah,
Games
that was
Rocket
true.
League.
Yeah.
And since then, the game's just never been the same. I mean, we
Mm.
used to get like the item shops. Yeah, guys, we've got a new item shop. What is it?
Oh.
Deadpool. Yeah, we've got a new item shop. What is it? This. It's just
Mm.
item shop. And like, I don't have, I mean, I've got 1,000 credits, but the only thing I buy with credits is the battle pass every single season.
Yeah.
Because new drops, you get the credits back. And I mean, like, I don't really care. I use backers mods so I can get all those decals and all
Yeah.
those things all for free. If I want to get all titanium by Octane in my shop, well,
Yeah.
I've already got 7 of them anyways because of bloody trading. It's just like they just need to do something new to the game. I mean, RLCS will hopefully bring up the stakes when it
Mm-hmm.
all sort of kicks off because it's still a bit dry, I think, with it, to be honest. I mean, nothing's really happening now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the big event. I mean, that's probably the only thing really in it. And like Rocket League ranks as well. It's you finish the season, you're GC2, GC3, whatever, and then you start GC1, Champ 3, and it's like, right, time to play another 500-600 games again and get to the rank I was last
Yeah.
season and get no improvements at all because that's just how great this game is.
Uh,
Just something new.
I feel it. I feel it. I mean, the getting rid of trading. There are so many reasons why I think that was a bad idea. I mean, of course, we've got Backers mod being on PC, but I can't imagine what it is like being on any other console that does not have it. Because say you go to TikTok and someone's getting lots of views for showing a bunch of different car designs.
Mm.
How are you supposed to get the pieces for the car designs anymore? You have to wait a million years for it to come out in the item shop. If it comes out in the item shop, it then has to be a random color. You don't even get the freedom to choose what color you want and things like this. I mean, the
Like
item shop, I get why it works in Fortnite. It just doesn't work in Rocket League, and I think they're a bit short-sighted with that. And like you said, all they want is to update Fortnite. Did you see what they did recently? They've basically just added Fall Guys to the game, from what my understanding is. There's Fall Guys in Fortnite now, and you can make Fall Guys maps and be a Fall Guys character in Fortnite.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
what the hell? Like Rocket
It's
League,
nuts.
you can make your own maps in Rocket League, but it's not really exposed. You can't really,
No.
and maybe that's what they need to do. Make it so you can play other
Yeah.
people's maps in Rocket League. If you're listening, do it.
Please.
But like something like that. Like go into like random private matches instead of trying to get like random code private matches. You can like search for like random private matches and do
Yeah.
random custom
Mm.
maps and stuff like that. But like that's only to PC with you need Radiant VPN and Bacchus mod.
Mm.
And I've just learned how to do it myself, and I'm gonna try and make a YouTube video on it. Cough, cough.
Ooh.
But
Check it out.
it's they just need something that can involve more people. It's too heavy on the PC side, but it's
Yes.
nothing really to console players and Switch players and all
Mm.
that lot. But then the PC side is not really there either.
No. I didn't even know it was I never know it's a new season until I load up the game and it does that pop up and says it's a new season, or I see someone get angry on Twitter that the new rewards look bad. Like these are the only ways I find out there's a new season. It's from someone complaining because I'm on Rocket League Twitter, or it's just loading up the game and going, oh no, I have to do placements. This is going to be the worst day of my life.
I mean, the Rocket League every new season, there's so many glitches. I think the first season 10, I think was it's the first season I ever hit GC, and the title didn't work. So I was like,
Oh
oh my
my
god,
gosh,
oh my
yes.
god, I got GC's title now. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool. And then like for the like first 3 days, yeah, it doesn't work. We can't use it. It's like, oh, like yeah, we got GC rewards. What are they gonna be? It's gonna be a Halo. Like who uses toppers? I mean, realistically, no. Like, okay, I think the first 3 days, I think Rocket League new season came out with the Halo
Yeah.
GC title, like topper and that. I think I saw about 5 people use it, and then I haven't seen it since. I mean, the only rewards people use either the boosts, the trails, the banners, or the gold explosion. No one uses
Yeah,
bloody.
goal explosions. Yeah,
I mean, the decals, they just always look the same. There's nothing
yeah,
different about them. I mean, it's just repetitive and like
yeah.
they're just like, hey, we got a new decal in. What is it? Oh yeah, it looks the exact same as that one, but you know it's only 5 minutes. Just
Oh
stupid.
my goodness. And I do love the esports side of it. I mean, of course I do. Of course I have that bias in the castle, but I do genuinely have the love of the game to that level to really appreciate high level gameplay. And I know we're waiting for Worlds. And I know when Worlds comes, it's going to be an amazing week. For anyone who's interested in the esports, it's always fantastic. We felt like we had a long wait until the London Major. When that London Major happened, that was my first LAN. I was having a great time. I loved it. I was like, this is the best esport in the world. We're going to keep on growing. There are so many amazing moments. And there are just these long breaks. I don't know how interested would you say you are in the esports scene at the moment?
Not at all. I mean, I used to.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
love it.
I watched a bit of London here and there. I couldn't go to it because it's the
Yeah.
other side of London to me, so it's just a hassle
Mm,
to try and get there. So I can. Like, it was just after I finished my A levels as well, so I was in
yeah.
Poland, I think it was at the time.
Ooh.
So I think, I mean, it's just, I mean, oh look, Zen's done another fit reset goal,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, it's just okay. Zen lost and got a bit rage, and he got a bit angry. He did the death stare, and I mean, they need to be a bit more like promotion on that. Like Zen's gonna
Mm.
be coming back to this, and he's gonna be bloody furious in that. But they
You can
just,
swear, by the way.
I know, but I sometimes don't.
Okay, that's good.
Um,
That's good.
but it's like that, and it's like they just don't seem to really care. I mean, oh, London's here, we'll do that, and then yeah, goodbye. Oh, look, another
Yeah.
RCS. Oh, goodbye. And then we got the last one, majors, and then goodbye, and then we'll see you whenever. It's
Yeah.
just, it's so slow, and I feel like the
Hmm.
games are really good, and I mean, I watch some of them here and there, but it's just like, oh, look, Vitality into the finals. Oh, look, this team's into the semi-finals. NRG out first round. I'm like, no kidding. It's quite. You mean I could probably guess who wins half the bloody tournaments because it's always the same. I mean, Vitality were bloody good last season, but now like this one, it's just like, mate,
Mm.
they're not good anymore, and Zen's just becoming washed. And I'm like, I keep saying
Wow.
he's washed.
Wow. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Dark Zen, like you said, is coming
And
for the next
hopefully,
major. Well, for
hopefully,
Worlds, of course. But one thing that I've realized recently is I've always thought, the Rocket League esports scene, it's amazing. Production is upgrading. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I must say, the transition to Blast, I do think is excellent. I know that this is the transition year, and hopefully next year things will get on the road. And whether that's a new format, whether that's just more majors, I don't know. But I would love to see it. And I think this is kind of my final hurrah for the esports at the moment. But me and some of my friends, shout out MeatyPig999 and GCXR, we've played a little bit of CS2. We've never
right?
played it before. We've never, really been into that kind of stuff, whatever. We went on it for the first time. And obviously CS is known as one of the greatest esports of all time. So
Mm.
we checked it out. It is insane. It's genuinely incredible. The amount of effort that is put into everything, the content creation around it is fantastic. And two or 3 weeks will go by, and Luke will message me and he'll go, "Oh, by the way, there's a LAN on at the moment." Imagine that! Imagine that they have like a LAN every month or two. It is
Yeah.
absolutely insane. It's completely different. If you watch the production value on it as well, it is just different level. It is shut out. And I think that if Rocket League does want to go down this route of, just being an esports game, they're I don't know, I just feel like there's a little bit of a lack of identity because it feels like they're not fully in there for the casuals, because otherwise, we would have a bunch more fun with those extra modes, like you were saying before. But then all in on the esports, well, it feels like 7 months in the year, nothing is even happening.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they found a way, and obviously they are understaffed, there were cut downs, there were things like that, but I'm just hoping that there is a plan in the future, especially with the likes of Blast, who do actually run a lot of the CS tournaments. But if they do want to be an esports centric game, and that's where all their content has to come from, then they can make content from it. Like you said, you were talking about those goal highlights. You were talking about this player made the semis, this player made the finals. But it's
Yeah.
the storylines outside of it as well that are so fantastic, and it's what the community, I think, does a better job at showing. Like, you want to talk about Dark Zen, you want to talk about these arguments between Furia and whoever, you want to talk about Com booing everyone if it's last season or whatever. All these individual things, it's got to also come from the actual source. It's got to
Oh
come
yeah.
from games from Psyonix, whoever it is. There's got to be some events for it. And at the moment, I was also having a conversation with Luke when we were talking about this whilst we were playing CS. Think about how concentrated all the Rocket League games really are. I mean, you just have these weekends of like 20-30 games, and the players are all complaining that it is exhausting, they can't have a regular life, and then they
Yeah.
have to go from being all in on Rocket League during these very high intensive periods
To nothing.
radio silence for months, but they have to pick up from the pieces. And
Yeah.
obviously I don't know what the solution is, but they've got a new team, fingers crossed, that's all I say, and I hope there is something there to help the content as well, although already you're doing really great with the scraps you were given by them, I must say.
I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is what people thought was going to happen, but it just doesn't seem. Rocket League don't even seem to be very interested in it. They're like if you look on their Twitter, they don't really post much at all nowadays. They barely post. It's like, hey, maintenance fix. We've got another down servers, and I mean, like the amount of issues with Rocket League is just crazy. Like black screens is a thing that's been happening for ages and ages and ages, and they just don't really seem to want to fix it. And now you've got all the DDoSes and all the server. Have you seen the server pings? You go into a game and you're like sat on 30 ping and you're fine, and then like 2 minutes later, like halfway through the game, everyone's ping is on like 120, and I'm like, we're not playing on NA servers now.
Yeah.
And then it just goes back down after like 2 minutes, and it's like we've just wasted a whole entire ranked game because servers are just our issue. And it's just like, when is Rocket League going to fix these major things where the community's wanting to fix them, but they're not doing anything about them? But they're going to add Deadpool and decals that no one's really going to be. I want to see the stats with the amount of people that are actually buying these decals, because I bet they're not very high. They can't be high.
Oh, who even knows? I mean, they're seeing the metrics, of course. It's so hard to judge it, and I know, like you said, you have dipped your toes into a few other games like Minecraft and Valorant. Do you think we'll see those make their way into your YouTube channel and your general content a lot more?
I mean, I have my own Minecraft server at the moment, which we've already completed the game in about 2 days, which is understandable because it's such a quick game. And I mean, if there's a giant update with Minecraft, then I will probably put more on that behalf as well, and sort of dig deep into that, because Minecraft's been out for years and years and years, and the community behind it is quite big, and it's not dying completely, and it's not blowing up sort of thing. But if there was like a really big update with that, I probably would expose myself more into that. I mean, Twitch stream wise as well, I used to do quite a lot of Valorant. I think I streamed Valorant. God, I think I was streaming Valorant constant for about 3 months, maybe a little bit more than that. Well, I didn't even play Rocket League, I was just playing Valorant. And I mean, I hit Ascendant 3, so it was just off Immortals, so it was just off 25,000 in the world. But I mean, Valorant, there's not really much content. You can't really do much with the game. I mean, you can do your customs, you can do the rank versus rank you deserve, but the games are so long. I mean, a single rank. I played one game of rank today, and I started. It was like 6:30 or something, and I finished about 7:30. I mean, an hour just for a single game. That's what I don't want to be doing. I mean, who wants to watch an hour of just a single game of Valorant when you can watch 3 games of Rocket League in 15 minutes. And I mean, it's that comparison. It's just, I mean, I don't want to be playing hours and hours and hours for like 10 games of Valorant when I can play hours and hours of Rocket League and play 100 games of Rocket League. It's just the games are too long. And I mean, I thought about going into Valorant quite often. I mean, I have video ideas for it, but it just doesn't seem to flow right. I know this can sound stupid, but there's not much content you can do. You can do hide and seek videos, which I've had an idea and I've somewhat recorded, but it just didn't really work very well. And I mean, it's just not there, and the content behind it's just not really where you want it to be. I mean, Rocket League's heading down that line as well now because there's just nothing new about the game coming out. I mean, I can make a YouTube video and new decals, but like, it's just not it. Yeah, new Deadpool decal out.
Yes.
I mean, I could be the next clickbait and do all those like subscribe right now and you get 10 years good luck and you get the new decal.
Yes. You get a free cookie. We could go back to the Mr. Beast thing. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
I actually did that though. My most recent YouTube video.
Yes.
The most recent YouTube video, I changed my name. So I don't know if anyone's noticed it yet, but if you go on that video, I changed my name to subscribing, you get a free and you get a cookie. And I mean, I
love that.
I know it sounds stupid, but I was like, fuck it, we'll go for it. But like, you know, I doubt anyone's gonna see it because it's in the bottom right hand corner. It's not really show much, but like, if someone sees it, then like, I'm all for it.
Hey, they've read the terms and conditions. If they're looking to look at that fine print, maybe they will be smart enough to try and go for it. But I absolutely love that. And I mean, you said you were really high rank in Valorant. I have heard of Immortal, and you said that it was one off that. So for me, that does sound insane. You're GC3 in Rocket League, which is going to be great for your university team as well. I mean, do you just have goated fingertips? Like, why are you good at every single game you touch? What's that all about?
I mean, I have over 1,000 hours on Valorant now. I think I hit 1.5k hours on Valorant, and I'm about 3.5, 4k on Rocket League. And I had when I played Fortnite, about 1,000, 2,000 hours on the game. So I mean, I just continuous grind on it, and I mean, I just played and played and played and played, and I just didn't stop playing. I think I played for about 8 hours in a single day, non-stop Valorant game. I mean, I couldn't do that now. It's just too much for me.
I love that though. You're a grinder. You've been there for a while doing all of that. I love that.
Oh,
and I mean, one thing that I just have to just throw full compliments to you because it's lots of problems that you've expressed directly with the games you've been making content out of, like mostly Rocket League, of course, but they're not easy games to make content out of yet. Still, and this is all due to yourself at this point. I mean, if the game isn't good, it's got to be the creator who's been able to grab so much success off of something like this. So honestly, I feel like I'm saying this a lot today, but it's because you're worth all your flowers. I mean, just like fair play for being able to grow with something like the likes of Rocket League, with the likes of Valorant, being able to dedicate so much time, and of course, doing that all solo, and like you said, at times maybe not having the budget to go out there and do all those insane kind of things. And we see a lot of the successes. We see all of that on your YouTube channel, on your Twitch as well, and I'm sure we're going to see many more, especially when you're going to be saying Rocket League a hell of a lot of times when that time comes. But I'm wondering what is it like when you mentioned before, when you do have an idea and unfortunately it just doesn't quite line up how you'd want it to? Would you say that's something that happens quite a fair bit, and how much time do you think you can lose from that?
I mean, I made videos, so I've done Among Us videos as well, and half of them. So I try and do double the amount of videos. Well, like in the sense of like, if I'm recording a single video, I may try and do it twice, or if it doesn't seem to work out, I'll re-record. But to be honest, at the moment, I'm sort of just posting as much as possible, trying to keep with the schedule constantly. So usually, if I post a video, it's usually either first time or second time, but it's majority first time. The one I posted earlier today, was first time, all recorded there and then. So it's not really many voiceovers at all. So I'm trying to do it all at once, so it's less editing. It's more just quick snips together and boom, I can post it, because it's just trying to get the amount of people, because I need most of my videos, including me, about 4-5 people at least. So it's trying to get the people, then trying to work out when they're free, when I'm free, then trying to get them to record their screens, and then trying to get them send it over to me so then I can edit. And I mean, I've got a video I've recorded from probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and I haven't even started editing. I haven't even looked at any of the videos they've sent me, but it's just like it's hard. And I mean, props to anyone who's doing it, but it's just you got to stay consistent, and it's just trying to stay consistent, and that's why I'm trying to just post once every 2 weeks as a long form content, and then just do live streams here and there, sort of keep my audience not like at bay, if you want to say, sort of like keep them entertained whilst I'm not making videos, if that makes sense.
And where are these people coming from that volunteer to your videos? Is it like a Discord that you
So
get
I've got my own Discord server. I think it's about 288, maybe nearly about 300 people in it. So I recently, because there's so many people commenting, going, "Hey, I want to be in a video. Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that." I made applications of Google Forms. I mean, you can it takes about 5-10 seconds. You fill in your rank, fill in what you want to do, what video you want to do, say if you can record your screen or not, and then you send it, and then I get an email instantly as soon as you send it that I've got it. And then I can just look through them and then go, hey, I want to use this person. Actually, no, these 2 people here, same rank, think they deserve the same rank. Right, we'll get those 2 people, message them on Discord, and then they just add them into my own Discord. So I've got a recording server as well as my main Discord. So my recording server has about 20, maybe 30 people at most, and it's majority of them are just staff members. But it's just trying to keep up to date with trying to record videos. I mean, I think I've had 3 videos right now that I just need to record, but I just haven't got the right amount of people, or I haven't got this, haven't got that, and I haven't sort of sorted it out. So it's trying to get that flow.
Yeah, but like I said, that is amazing, and I hope that some people on here heard what you said earlier. Heard you might need some golds. Heard you might need some platinums, those diamonds as well.
Please.
And hit him up, guys. Please,
Send
please,
my
please
way.
hit him up. There are links below to all of Phoenix's stuff. Please head out to him if you need the help. And I think this has been an amazing podcast. I think we are reaching the end of it, and we are going to close things up. But honestly, for the first 3 episodes here at DSQ, I've really had a fantastic time so far, and I think this was a great way to end those first 3. I mean, we had ourselves starting off with Archeon and Mitschuk, real faces of the grassroots scene. For the second one, we had Danny Boy looking more into obviously the casting side of things, and of course staying relatively grassroots. And then for our third one, a completely different angle yet again. We got ourselves a content creator, someone who's willing to put in that grind despite the state that Rocket League can be in. And guys, you better be checking out his content. You better be following his YouTube. You better be giving him those watch hours, because I want to see him say Rocket League a bunch of times. So please head out to him and put those notifications on. And Phoenix, if there's anything I've missed to shout out, please, 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 the floor is yours right now, please.
I mean, you've said it all, to be honest. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, you know what it is. It's all the same. I mean, I stream 3 times on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3:30 GMT. It's usually custom tournaments, so anyone's able to join. So I'm all down for it. If you want to be in a YouTube video, we can make it happen. I want to get as many people into YouTube videos as possible. So, I mean, just join the Discord and I'll put you the right way, you know?
And that's NotPPh0enix, 2 P's and a 0 instead of an O, just like it is in the title, ladies and gentlemen. I have been your host, SirPigasus, and honestly, Phoenix, this has been an incredible episode. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this was... Oh, thank you for showing up. I mean, honestly, this has been fantastic. And also, you do have a really nice microphone that also does help to the listening experience. So really, I'll be for that as well. And a wonderful face for the video listeners as well here on YouTube. Big smile to the camera. But thank you so much for being here. Of course, we do in the background. I always want to shout him out. It is the GOAT himself, Fred Monster 2004, who has not only been recording all of this, he's been live editing. He'll do some post editing as well. He's going to be the person to upload it on YouTube. I mean, we got a whole team here at DSQ, and we thank you all for making this possible. This was the DSQ Behind the Screens podcast, episode 3 here with NotPPh0enix, and we will see you all for the next one. Check out NotPPh0enix.